is why I don't believe in Kanu anymore, a former Biafran declared. I used to be an astute supporter of Nnamdi Kanu. I supported his accessionist movement, his visions for an Igbo nation, his good plans and ambitions. To me then, he seemed like the only sane person in the entire Igbo race. I was already a Messianic Jew before IPOB was born, so I was joined when finally a big name came who weren't ashamed of our Jewish community. He openly courted with Judaism, asserting to himself names that spoke highly of him. He tried to combine Judaism with African traditional religion, a move that brought together a lot of folks under him. I watched with horror as he began to be worshipped by Igbos. Our tribe does not know how it happens. Our tribe does not know down to any man. They don't do anything to destroy people's life. Neither do we have kings. But Nnamdi Kanu made himself a king. I turned a blind eye of that, believing that it was sent from God. At a time went on, I saw Nnamdi Kanu becoming brazenly rude with this stance. His supporters borrowed a leaf and became rude too. They insulted everyone, Igbo or non-Igbo, who did not buy only their ideology. They become dogmatic and hypothesis, believing only what came out from the mouth of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu. It soon became apparent to me that Nnamdi Kanu was becoming more like the great Nkemba Ojukwu. Having a moral backing for the movement is not enough to actualize success. Nkemba lost the war because of our single mistake, pride, which is pride. He refused to listen to anybody than himself. He was more interested in becoming a hero and king in Igbo land, that he murdered his allies and surrounded himself with sycophants. The same has now befallen Nnamdi Kanu. How on earth could Nnamdi Kanu be corrected? Who on earth could let him or tell him what to do and what not to do? What kind of leader only talks and never seeks advice from others? Has Nnamdi Kanu ever accepted that he is wrong about something? Kanu is dogmatic. He is attaching a quid pro quo to a negotiation in which he has to hedge. He has no hedge of this, but he needs the advice of Biafrans. It is only when you are on the side of strength that you play the king or the kind of politics that Nnamdi Kanu is playing. Nnamdi Kanu knows how weak he is. Biafran is not something he can influence. Scotland has attempted independence for over 200 years and they failed. Same with Catalonia. Same with Palestine and even Texas. He cannot decide what happens in the Biafran situation. He is too weak to do that. He cannot even decide to attend his father's funeral. But he does not let his followers realize this. He goes around telling them lies about lies of how a diplomatic war between him and Buhari was going in his favor. He even brought a VIP ticket to a Republican fundraiser to prove he was friends with Donald Trump, only for Donald Trump to donate $80 million to his rival. he hasn't gotten a single word. President mentioned the name Biafran. Not one has done that since 2015. On the international part, he has failed to realize that politics is a game of interest. He does not know what to do or what to offer to get the independence he is promising these people. So he cooks up lies and portrays his gains. He knows his game plan is not working, but his sycophants are jeering him to fight on. Ojukwu has not been able to convince a single local government chairman to support his cause. How can he convince world powers to do so? He does not have allies for his movement. Nobody is interested in hearing about the death of some monkeys in Africa. He knows this but wouldn't accept this. This struggle needs big name to support it. Even if he is giving nuclear bombs without a political backing, his plan is bound to fail. But he has refused to plan and play the political card. He has refused to maneuver his opponent by compromising. He has totally ignored reason and caution and is jeered now by sycophants. I know those sycophants will attack him. They insult me, say all kind of things about me, and even threaten my life. But I did this. I had said the truth, the bare truth, that Nnamdi Kanu has never told them. That truth is the sovereignty of Biafra is not currently achievable. No African nation is supporting it. The UN does not talk about it, and the world is not interested in it. If he wants to get global interest, he knows what to do. He's just too proud to do it. Or maybe he's too afraid to do the needful. God will help us all. What is your take on this news? Viewers, I'm sure this man is a stupid man for saying this. Why will he be criticizing Nnamdi Kanu? If he wants to leave Biafra, let him leave. Must he say bad things about Nnamdi Kanu and compare him with Ojukwu, a dead man? It's his choice to leave Biafra, the group. And then he should stay on his own. He's trying to tell us the reason why he left Biafra. Because IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, is too proud. He doesn't listen to people's opinion. He's always king for himself. He like to keep leading without listening to others' opinion or what other people feels. Imagine. That is it. But come to think of it, what he's trying to say now is that if Nnamdi Kanu has seek the consent of some leaders in political elites, then he would definitely achieve this goal quickly than getting Okada riders. That's the point I know I can take. But criticizing Nnamdi Kanu is so wrong. That will not stop you or make you leave. If you are really a Biafran, you wouldn't have left the group. Instead, you keep pestering him. You keep pressing forward that Biafran get its independence. And very soon, if people are talking, then he will now realize that he is supposed to listen to them. Advice, you need to advise him. If he refuses to take to advice, then you keep advising, keep telling. One day, he's going to realize his mistake. That is it. He should have ignored the reason and caution when he goes about saying things that is not supposed to be saying about the Nnamdi Kanu. That is it. Nnamdi Kanu has realized Biafran in his dreams, and he will definitely achieve it. So nobody can stop him. Even if this guy leaves Biafran will still be achieved, no matter what. That is it. It will still be achieved. Nnamdi Kanu can still succeed if anything unraveled today is ordained by God. Just like in the case of Moses. Do you know the story of Moses? Moses had neither foreign army support nor political position, but he succeeded in freeing his people from marginalization, sorry to say. There are indications that Nnamdi Kanu has divine spirit inside of him, he has foreseen and warned Nigerians about Fulani Islamization agenda and Buhari's other side. He has said it. He has seen the vision already, but they refuse to adhere to that warnings. Think about how he got bailed and escaped from Nigeria. Isn't God's hand in it? Moses also committed a capital offense and also managed to escape from Egypt and never stood trial. Nnamdi Kanu has fought just like Moses, but God punished him, and that did not stop God's purpose for his life. So this 2020 is the year of Jubilee, the year of freedom in God's scheme of things. This is 50 years after the Civil War. May God's will be done on Biafrans. What I like Nnamdi Kanu for is he have conscience. He have conscience. He have the mind of the people. He wants to support the people. He does not want the people to suffer by this government. He keeps agitating. He keeps struggling for Biafran land. Look at what he said earlier today. What he told Buhari. He said Buhari did not make provisions for the poor, for the people that are hungry. That this lockdown will definitely kill a lot of people. Hunger will kill a lot of people during this lockdown. He said Buhari would have made provisions, giving these poor people food and money to sustain them for these 14 days that he pronounced lockdown. But he never did. That is sure that these people might die of hunger, especially those that begs. How would they see food to eat? Those that do menial jobs, how would they survive? Since he did not make provisions for their survival. So I pray that they will not die. And I urge Nnamdi Kanu as well to also pray for them. But this actualization of Biafra, no matter what, no matter who want to stop Nnamdi Kanu's success, struggle, that want to make Nnamdi Kanu's plan to be in vain, the person will never see the day Biafra is going to be achieved. And this achievement will be this year, September 2020. Bet me on that. So viewers, what is your take on this? Drop your comment below. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell button to receive updates whenever I publish any new video. And don't forget, share and like this news as well. Thank you as you do.